Ow, stupid tree.
It can talk.
What are you staring at, kid?
Wait a minute, how come I can see you? I haven't seen a Mononoke in years since I was a little boy. Has my second sight finally come back, or have I gone crazy?
So, can you see that one? Or that one? Or the other one by the gate over there?
There are more?
There are lots of them.
I was afraid of that. Then why is it that I can only see you?
Well, that's because I'm a very old spirit, and I'm a very powerful spirit, too. And that's why even a boy with pitifully limited vision like you can see me.
Oh.
Aren't you Abe no Seime's grandson? I saw you walking with him a long time ago, right down this road. So, what are you doing here all alone, Seime's grandson?
Stop calling me that! I'm Masahiro. Abe no Masahiro. I am my own man, and don't you forget it!
Well, if there's something that's bothering you, I'll listen, Seime's young grandson, Masahiro.
Whatever.
Oh, you're studying calligraphy? Let me make an educated guess here. You gave up the path of becoming an onmyoji and attempted to become a calligrapher, and then you failed at that, too. That about right? It's not your fault your handwriting is awful. Or that they told you you have no talent for this kind of thing, right? Just my opinion.
Thank you so very much for your input, Mr. Mononoke.
Oh, boy. That's not great.
What the? How did you get in here?
Through the gate?
That's not what I meant. The house is protected by my grandfather's magical barrier. Mononoke and spirits shouldn't be able to get in here no matter what.
But I got in now, didn't I? What are you doing?
Making sure you're gone before my grandfather or my father finds you. Now, get lost.
Hey, it's raining out here.
You keep coming to see me day after day. You certainly are a persistent fella.
I'm surprised you even noticed. I've noticed you keep trying different things day after day. The flute today, huh?
I don't want to talk about it. It's too depressing.
What's that? What on earth is it?
We'll protect you.
Help! Help me, please!
It's a monster!
This must be a demon or something. I gotta help him.
Howard! I think your enthusiasm to go after the monster's great. But listen, you don't have any idea what you're chasing.
Why? What kind of demon do you see?
A really big, scary one. And it's hungry. It chopped down a full-grown ox in one bite.
One bite. But still, I have to help them. What the?
If you are Seimei, I say go, but there's no way you can fight that demon. What happened to my carriage?
Princess, I'm afraid it's gone.
What will I tell my father?
Father, I'm home.
Oh, welcome back. Come in. So, how did it go? What did the flute master have to say?
He said I could come over and play for fun. Anytime.
Play for fun. That's interesting. Did he say any other interesting things?
No. No, not really.
Is that so?
Yeah, nothing.
Well, okay. A letter came for you today. It's from your grandfather.
A letter? From grandfather? Well, we live together.
Yes,
I guess I should read it then, shouldn't I?
that's an idea.
I heard from Yoshimasa about what happened. Masahiro, I've also heard that you no longer want to become an Onmyoji.
This makes me feel very sad. I remember when you were a naive little boy, how you would follow me around calling out, "Grandpa, Grandpa."
I was a lot younger then.
At that time, do you remember that you could see many unusual things? That inspired me to pass on the secrets of my mystical powers. Therefore, I am confident in asking you to take care of an important task for me.
Ah!
There's a matter of a troublesome spirit being a nuisance within the capital. It seems to be upsetting the locals. It has caused somewhat of a commotion, and I feel that common folk may need our help. So, Masahiro, I want
You
you
to go and exorcise it for me. He makes it sound like a simple errand.
You're here again, I see. Well, don't blame me if my father finds a Mononoke hanging around and exorcises your spirit from the house for good.
What's up with that? Stop calling me a Mononoke. It's really starting to get on my nerves. To begin with, a Mononoke is the spirit of a dead human that haunts people. You're Seime's grandson and you don't know the difference? Kinda pathetic.
Then you're an Ayakashi.
Maybe that's true, but it doesn't sound very interesting, does it?
Okay, something paranormal.
Hey, wait a minute. That's not funny.
Ah! You're really getting on my nerves. You know, if you just told me your name, then I could call you by that instead.
Well, I can't do that.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, a name is magical. You can't go carelessly throwing someone's true name around. You'd think that Seime's grandson would know better.
Okay, fine. Then your name from now on is gonna be Mokun. That a boy.
What the heck are you thinking? I have a much more refined and elegant name than that. Calling me Mokun is so insulting.
Mokun the Mononoke, and that's final.
Hey! So, since you're taking out your divination board and hitting the books, I guess that means you're gonna follow Seime's instructions and exorcise the demon?
Of course. If I tell him I can't do it, he'll say, "I see, that's because you haven't had enough training." And then he'll say, "Now I'll have to teach you everything all over again right from the very beginning." I'm not gonna let him hold that over me. I'll banish that stupid demon no matter what it takes. Now go away and let me study.
But you can't even see it.
So what? Who cares if I can't?
If you don't have the second sight, the exorcism won't work. Not to mention, you won't even know when some evil demon's sneaking up behind you.
I don't care about the danger. I have to try.
What?
Then you can become my eyes.
I've never heard of an Onmyoji using an Ayakashi to act as his eyes before. It's just weird.
Whatever works.
Listen, do you think this demon that's been causing all the trouble in town is the same one we ran into the other time?
Most likely. It's the one that ate the ox cart on Sanjo Road.
It swallowed the whole ox in one bite.
Do you see it yet?
Nah, I don't sense anything yet. Wow, so Seime began teaching you the art of Onmyo magic when you were just a little boy?
Yeah, I've got everything I've learned inside my head. But I've never actually had to use it yet.
That's just great. I wonder why he gave you something this big for your first assignment.
Hey, you're right! You know, he could have given me something a lot easier. Like helping someone who's feeling like they're weighed down, or something to do with spirits, or exercising someone who's been possessed. Normally, that's what you give someone on their first time out, right?
Can you sense it?
Definitely. It's that thing from last time.
It's this way.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Here it comes.
I think we should run!
It's burrowing through the ground.
This way! Is it gone?
Nope.
It's getting on us!
Wait, stop here.
Okay. Ah,
Retreat! Something's got my leg! It's the demon's tongue! It's completely wrapped around your foot! Hold on to something!
What do I do?
Don't let it drag you in! Brace yourself!
Where's it dragging me? I can't see it!
The demon is dragging you towards his big open mouth!
Can't let it eat me! I'll try this! Namoku summon the Bazaradan Cat!
Masahiro!
Mogun! Mogun, what are you doing?
Run away! Go now! Get away while you still can!
You're stopping the demon, so it can't eat me?
You can see it!
No, but I can smell it. Its breath is horrible. This is definitely its big mouth.
And you'll become its next meal if I let go of it right now. You're just not strong enough to fight it.
I'm stronger than you. Just let me help.
I can't do that. If you die here, I'll be in deep trouble.
Why would a stray Mononoke sacrifice so much for me?
It's not important. Don't worry about it. Just get out of here.
I can't just leave you here. I gotta do something. If I can't even save one little Mononoke, how will I ever be better than my grandfather? I won't let you be eaten.
Tell me, is your second sight allowing you to see it?
That's really not important right now. It means nothing if we don't survive this together.
If you can see this demon, then you know you can't beat a monster like this. Run, get out of here!
Sacrificing you to get away is not acceptable at all. I have to become the greatest Onmyoji so nobody is ever sacrificed.
That's what I needed to hear.
Mokun.
My name's not Mokun. Listen to me, Masahiro. I need you to know my real name. This name has only been spoken by one other person since it was given to me. You need to call me by this name now.
Could we pick a better time to talk about names?
Masahiro! Masahiro! My name is Gorin! I am the Crimson Lotus!
Goren?
That's right! Call my name! Wrong! Gorin!
What the? Where's the demon? I have to save Mokun!
Hey, Seimei's grandson. Is that the best you can do?
It can't be. Mokun!
The name's Guren. Did you hit your head and forget me already?
Mokun, it is you! I'm so glad you're alive!
So we meet again, Toda.
Toda?
Masahiro, I think there's something more important that you should be attending to right now.
I'll take this worm down!
Foolish boy.
Ondi payak shabana bana kakakasukan! Army of light that fights the forces of darkness, go forth and destroy! I'm exhausted. It called you Toda, that demon. It called you Toda, didn't it?
Oh, is that what you heard?
Toda is one of the land spirits on the globe of the Five Justices. Your grandfather's familiar. Then why are you using the name Guren when your name's Toda?
I'm Guren. That name was given to me by Seimei, and I happen to like it.
Grandfather. That's right. I remember everything now. My grandfather sealed off my second sight, and then he told me. It's not good to see so much at your age. That's when he sealed my power.
When the time comes and you really need to, you'll be able to see.
Well, all your hard work paid off.
Mokun,
Don't call me Mokun, Seimei's grandson.
don't call me grandson. You're Mokun in this form from this point on.
Hey, wait, no fair. Stop calling me Mokun.
Bird? So what's this?
Looks like a magic letter to me.
Very good. Now you're able to see, but you should have been able to exorcise a demon like that without help. Signed, Seimei.
Signed Seimei? That means that old geezer's been watching me suffer all this time. I think my grandfather likes to see me suffer.
Come on, don't be like that.
But for once, I can go and face him with my head held high.
You exercised that giant demon skull all by yourself without my help.
Yeah.
Well, very impressive defeating that giant skull alone. However, demolishing that old house wasn't necessary at all. Careless boy.
Careless boy!
Wow.
He's so aggravating!
I'll tell you, that coming-of-age ceremony was tedious. But now my little Masahiro's finally a man. You've grown up so fast, time sure flies.
I'm behind everyone. I should have done it last year.
There's nothing wrong with that. After all, you should be happy. Once you were my hopeless student, and now you can face the world alone.
You're a student? When did that happen?
Anyway, you should worry about leaving the banquet early. You are the guest of honor at this little soiree.
I was so nervous I couldn't eat or drink a thing. Now I'm totally exhausted, and the guests keep wanting to talk to me. I just can't wait for this to end.
I know. There's nothing worse than bored nobles. They've nothing better to do than attend the coming-of-age ceremony of the great Onmyoji's grandson.
Well, it's not like I'm some kind of museum exhibit.
My, someone's touchy today.
Masahiro.
Oh, hi, Father. I'm real sorry. I was feeling a little tired, so I thought I'd sneak out and catch a quick nap in my room.
I don't blame you. I'm really surprised myself that this many people showed up for the ceremony today. I'm going somewhere tomorrow, and if you're not busy, I'd like to take you along with me, Masahiro.
So where are we going then?
Actually, we're going to visit Fujiwara no Michinaga. He said he would like to meet Abe no Seimei's youngest grandson once you'd completed the coming-of-age ritual. It's quite an honor. I'd appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. It's truly an honor that Michinaga-sama wants to meet you. I must say I'm quite impressed.
You are?
Yeah, and you should be as well. He has more power than you can imagine. He rose quickly within the government to become Minister of the Left. And so that means now he has enough influence to do whatever he wants to do. If he likes you, you'd be set for life.
But when Father said he wanted to meet Seimei's grandson, it kind of ruined it.
If it bugs you so much, then you'll just have to be better than your grandfather.
I know. One day I will be more powerful than my grandfather.
It's good to be so determined. It's gonna take a lot of work. So, where's our carriage?
We're gonna be walking there.
What? We're gonna walk!
It's not like your feet are gonna get dirty riding on my shoulder.
Oh,
Stop that, Masahiro. That wasn't a very nice thing to do.
Well, he's being a real pain.
I'm a pain. I'm a pain? Well, I'm not gonna talk to you then.
Fine, well, that works for me. We're ready to go, Father.
You should be nicer to your spirit guide.
That's right. You should listen to your father.
Yoshimasa, thank you for coming here. Please join me.
Thank you.
I hope you're not too nervous there. Partheno. There have been a lot of nobles who have said the wrong things in front of Michinaga and ended up regretting their mistake big time. Listen up, Masahiro. You gotta make a good first impression. You need to pretend that you are a friendly, honest, hard-working apprentice on Myoji. I know that'll be difficult for you, but... Hey! Are you ignoring me? Listen! I'm trying to save your skin here, Masahiro, and you pretend I'm not here. I give you great advice, so you should say thank you, Mo-kun. Say thank you. Say thank you. Come on, Zami's grandson.
Don't call me that!
Oh, no.
Michinaga-sama, you can't see it, but there happens to be an Ayakashi visiting with us right now. A rather vocal one at that.
Huh?
I'm afraid it's teasing Masahiro.
Really? Are you serious? Is it dangerous? Exactly what does this Ayakashi look like?
Hey, Michinaga, this is what I look like.
Yoshimasa, I guess if you're not worried about this creature, then I assume it means me no harm, is that right?
No, you're completely safe. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Then, just where is this spirit? I see no sign of it anywhere.
He is so completely looking in the wrong direction. I'm over here. Hello.
Mo-kun!
Masahiro,
Sir,
you are definitely Yoshimasa's heir. Although you still have much to learn to become an Onmyoji, you can see what others cannot see. You're special.
yes, I mean...
Tell Michinaga that you've been training since before you could even walk. Oh, that you're well trained.
I'm depending on you, Masahiro. You must study hard so that you can protect me and the people of my province.
Sir, I'll do my best.
There, you see? Thanks to me, Michinaga praised you.
Masahiro, Michinaga and I still have a few things to discuss. So why don't you go outside and take a short walk around his gardens?
Okay, thanks. This place is so amazing.
Yeah, but the first Fujiwara no Kamatari was not as ostentatious.
Wow, I must admit, I'm impressed you even know stuff from hundreds of years ago.
When you've lived as long as I have, there's very little you don't know about.
You've really lived a very long time.
Well, to be honest, Michinaga only rose to power fairly recently and likes to display his wealth.
You know, I think his garden is bigger than our whole house.
Well then, if you find this place intimidating, you are going to be floored when you see how huge the Imperial Palace is.
You think I get totally lost there?
Not as long as you have me to show you around. I've been there literally dozens of times. I'm old, remember?
You're coming with me to the Imperial Palace?
You've got nothing to worry about. There are tons of monsters and spirits roaming the Imperial Palace gardens. I'll barely be noticed. In fact, I'll be one of the better-looking spirits there.
Mo-kun, why are you staying with me? I know you were sent to help me out before I got my second sight back. But now that I can see Mononoke and Ayakashi again, everything should be fine. I've become an adult and I can handle it.
You have a long way to go.
If you say so, but my training is coming along very well. So you can go back to my grandfather if that's what you want to do.
What's up with that? You want to get rid of me that badly?
Don't tell me. You don't want to go because you'd be lonely and miss me. So, did I guess your secret? Hey, Mo-kun, wait up! What's the matter? You upset? Mo-kun, what's happening?
There was something here.
There was? I don't sense anything unusual.
It's not here anymore. But there definitely was something here before. Something strange and supernatural, and I'm not sure exactly what it was.
Then it might have been a curse directed at Michinaga-sama.
It didn't feel like a curse.
Then what was it?
Do you think you could at least make an effort to try to figure it out yourself?
Yeah, well, I'm still training. I'm not an expert yet.
Now, I seem to remember somebody saying something like, I've become an adult and I can handle it.
Excuse me, who are you? What are you doing out here? And what is that thing with you?
You mean you can see this thing?
Don't call me a thing! May I make an educated guess? You're the minister of the Left's daughter, and you can see spirits Ayakashi and Mononoke.
Yes.
It must be difficult for a noble princess.
I'm already under the protection of Seimei-sama, so I'm not worried about anything. And your father said I'd be safe as well.
Grandfather must have set a magical barrier.
You came here with Yoshimasa-sama, didn't you?
Yeah, my name's Masahiro.
Are you also training to become an Onmyoji, Masahiro?
Yes, I am.
Well, you are Seimei-sama's grandson, so you're destined to be a great Onmyoji.
I know a lot of Onmyoji who are very good, and none of them are Seimei's grandson.
I'm sorry. I suppose you would know better.
It's okay. I'm sorry, but I have to go now. Mokun, come on, let's go.
Oh, wait! That's surprising. The princess wasn't a bit shocked when she saw me. Most people tend to scream and run away when they see such an imposing figure like myself. She must truly believe that she is under the protection of a great Onmyoji and feels completely safe and secure in her home. Seimei's just that great, right? Hey, are you listening?
Someday I'll be better than my grandfather!
Yeah, well, good luck on that. Anyway, the princess was pretty cute, wasn't she? I'm thinking you got a little thing for her, don't you? Shut up!
I'm sure Father must have finished talking with Michinaga-sama by now.
Yeah, you spent an awful long time chatting with the pretty princess.
Masahiro Dono.
Yukinari-sama, thank you for being part of my coming-of-age ceremony yesterday. I really appreciate it.
It was my pleasure, really. I asked Michinaga-sama to let me take part in your coming-of-age ceremony. There was a curse on me once, and Seimei Dono helped me remove it. It was the very least I could do in return. From now on, I'll do my best in my role as your guardian, Masahiro Dono. By the way, I thought I heard you talking to someone out here just a minute ago.
Oh, that would be me! Masahiro was talking to me! Oh, wait, you can't see or hear me. What I could tell you about Masahiro would curl your hair! Wow!
Is something bothering you?
No, my shoulder's a little stiff.
Masahiro, that was just mean!
I was practicing my spells and chants while walking through the garden, so that must have been what you heard.
Most impressive. A young man who always practices no matter where he is. You're definitely Seimei Dono's grandson.
Grandson? Thanks a lot.
It's nothing. You'll get used to wearing them eventually. Huh? What's the matter?
Yukinari seems like a nice guy.
No, nothing's the matter.
Tomorrow will be your first day working at the Onmyo dorm. If you have any questions, anything you don't know, I want you to feel free to come and ask me. There's nothing wrong, are you sure?
No, really, I'm fine.
You've been busy. I'm sure the coming-of-age ceremony was quite an experience, and the visit with Michinaga-sama. You definitely should take some time to get some proper rest.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Mokun!
Hey, did you see what I did? It took me years to perfect that mid-air pirouette. Not just anybody can do that.
And what would have happened to us if you had knocked Yukinari-sama's hat off his head?
Stop worrying. He didn't notice a thing. I was kind of hoping he might. What's wrong, Masahiro? I think you're looking a little peaked. Maybe Yukinari was right. You ought to think about trying to get more rest.
I can't believe I have to spend my day doing errands for other people.
Back and forth, back and forth. It's tough to be the low man on the totem pole.
Huh?
all the infighting between the students, this building is almost overrun by minor demons.
It's kind of ironic, so many of them infesting a building where Onmyoji are training. I think it's strange, don't you?
Well, if they don't try to start something, I think it's best if we just leave the weaker ones alone.
Masahiro Dono, going to the library?
Yeah,
Could you be a pal and do me a favor and return these scrolls for me?
sure.
Could you be a nice guy and return these as well?
Could you put these back for me? I'd appreciate it.
Not a hardworking trainee. Hey, do we get to go home sometime soon?
Hang on for a minute, will ya? These are records of the evil spirits who've tried to harm our emperors. I thought it might be a good idea if I studied something about each one of them. Did you feel that aura? I've got a weird feeling about this.
You're not the only one, my friend.
There's something wrong over there. It's coming from the direction of the palace.
It's a fire.
Jimo, couldn't you think?
Yeah, but this is not a normal fire. The fire seems to be spreading from the Seirio dorms to the Emperor's private quarters.
That's not good at all.
Masahiro, you need to concentrate. There's something sinister lurking among the confusion of all these people's auras.
No barata no. Daria sarabarata sadadan. It's definitely a demon.
This is not the first time I've felt this presence. Where have I sensed it before?
East Sanjo resident.
What are you feeling, Masahiro?
There's a supernatural presence.
And it's at Michinaga's house?
I remember you telling me that you felt something there earlier. Is that right? Do you think it could be the same?
Masahiro Dono! What's going on? Where are you headed in such a hurry?
Where's Michinaga-sama?
He's on his way back here. News of the palace fire just reached him, and he's hurrying home right now as we speak. Masahiro Dono! You can't go in without permission!
Hey, you! Where are you going?
Grandpa's demon barrier's been breached!
Masahiro?
Princess, stay where you are! Namoku-sama da Sendabakuroshi da Tarada God! Soldiers that confront, men that fight, fall into place and go forth with might!
What's going on? What was that?
I have no idea. But it was supernatural. I'm sorry! It's probably safe now. I'll let Grandfather know, and if he sets a stronger magical barrier, no one will be able to harm you, First Princess.
Akiko. Please, don't call me First Princess. Call me Akiko.
Oh?
I owe you my life. Thank you very much.
Masahiro Dono! What are you doing? What's going on? Huh?
Akiko, are you all right?
It's okay, Father. Yukinari-sama, there's no need to worry. You should have seen it. Masahiro destroyed the evil monster.
Oh?
It was amazing. Masahiro is becoming a magnificent Onmyoji.
Good work. You've done well, Masahiro. As expected of Seimei's grandson.
Seime's grandson, that's just great.
I fear we haven't seen the last of what caused this mishap. The fire started in an empty spot. There was no earthly explanation for its cause. I also happened to notice Masahiro was the only one who ran to save the princess. And so it starts. I sense chaos ahead.
Oh, come on. Michinaga offers to give us a reward and you turn it down? The very least you could have done was ask for a carriage to take us back home.
Listen to me. Since I'd entered his house without permission, if he'd wanted to, he could have punished me severely, and there's nothing I could have done about it.
But it's not fair. I don't want to walk back home.
What?
Pardon me. This is from Akiko-sama, as a sign of her gratitude.
So, what's that smile I see? Kinda looks like somebody's lovesick to me.
No, it's just that I was thinking that it smelled nice.
You looked so cool while rescuing the princess today, didn't you? At least that's what you were thinking, right?
No, I wasn't!
Well, if I hadn't been there, you never would have gotten up the nerve to talk to her.
That is not true!
The Serio quarters in the inner palace were badly burned in the blaze, so now the Emperor has had to move to the first palace, you know.
That's interesting.
It seems that the responsibility for repairing the devastated inner palace has been given to Yukinari.
That's interesting.
The officials from the Imperial Guard conducted thorough investigations, but in the end they were still unable to determine the actual cause of the mysterious fire.
That's interesting.
Hey, are you listening to what I'm saying?
That's interesting. Hang on. This isn't what I should be doing right now.
You think?
Anataya Zare, Makazare, Ukimokiare, Arabati Chiriti, Chirita Hati Chini Chini Sichini, Nirichi Hachi Soaka. Princess, don't move. You mustn't open your eyes. And now.
Seimei-sama, is it finished?
Yes, Michinaga-sama. I have set a much stronger magical barrier than before. However, don't be complacent. It has been broken once already. Princess Akiko, take this just in case.
What is this?
It's a charm.
Thank you very much for everything, Seimei-sama.
Akiko and I are relieved and reassured. You have done so very much for us. I thank you. Besides, you have brought us your wonderful grandson.
Michinaga-sama, I want to warn you about overestimating Masahiro's abilities.
What are you saying? Masahiro was the only one in the Onmyo dorms who sensed that something was wrong and rushed over here to rescue Akiko.
Most likely, the others were simply distracted by the commotion during the fire.
And yet, I only feel admiration, for he is truly your grandson.
You are far too kind.
Seimei-sama?
Yes, what's the matter?
I'm wondering, how is Masahiro doing?
He's still trying to discover the cause of the fire.
You can see the stars very clearly tonight. It's a perfect night for your astrology. Don't you think so? What's up? Did you find something unusual in the sky tonight? Because I can tell something's been bugging you for a while.
Nothing's bugging me, really. I'm just having trouble studying these star charts.
What do you mean you're having trouble with them?
Well, I'm not very good at reading the stars, that's all.
You're not good at it, but I thought reading the stars was one of the most basic skills of an Onmyoji.
That may be, but I'm more suited for practical things like battling demons, not reading stars.
But that's no good at all. It's an important tool of your trade.
Well then, how about this, Mokun? What if the sky were completely covered with clouds and we couldn't see a thing if we tried? And it just so happens that above the clouds, an ominous star that foretells some disaster streaked by and we never saw it.
then what would happen? It sounds to me like you're just making excuses.
You can't blame it on Myoji if he can't foretell the future because he can't read the stars.
I still don't think that's an acceptable answer. Do you?
Sure it is.
Well, you know it's a necessary skill nonetheless. Come on, try again.
I'm just not good at astrology.
Where are you going?
I need a change of scenery.
Hey, I want to go too.
I thought that if I got a closer look at the stars, I might get some inspiration. But I guess I'm hopeless.
If you can't read them anyway, why did you think getting closer to them would help?
I just don't have the mind for the arts of divination at all.
How about going to Seimei and asking him? Seimei's divination skills are almost legendary.
No way.
I saw that coming.
Don't you understand? If I go to my grandfather now, what do you suppose he'll tell me? Oh dear, Masahiro. You can't even read basic star charts? That's really terribly pathetic. Now, we'll need to start from the beginning. And that's the most pathetic thing of all.
Sounds about right.
And then he'll say, Masahiro, I tried my best to teach you, but all of my efforts have completely gone to waste. You make grandfather sad. And on top of it all, he'll even pretend to wipe away non-existent tears.
It makes me so mad!
That sneaky old geezer.
Hey, Masahiro.
What?
It probably wouldn't hurt you to be a little more appreciative. After all, Seimei put a lot into teaching you the Onmyo skills you have now.
Well, that's true. Everything I know about dealing with the spirit world was taught to me by my grandfather when I was little. Back then, I listened to everything he said, and I studied really hard, too.
So you're saying Seimei had a big influence on your desire to become an Onmyoji?
Well, now when you put it like that, I'd always thought the decision to become an Onmyoji was my own. Wait a minute. Do you suppose that grandfather has been plotting to make me an Onmyoji all along?
What makes you think that?
Well, one thing I know for sure is grandfather seemed to be really happy when I told him I wanted to become an Onmyoji. That confirms it! Grandfather's been manipulating me all this time! He's really infuriating!
Calm down.
But then if that's true, why did grandfather seal my second sight away from me when I was a little boy? If he wanted me to be an Onmyoji all along, then there was really no point in doing that, was there?
People who have second sight are feared by supernatural beings. There was the possibility that they would have tried to exterminate you before you could grow up. That's probably just what Seimei feared.
Well, I guess that makes sense, but it still caused me a lot of trouble in the past. And it's put me behind everyone else.
But it's not a problem anymore since you got your second sight back.
I suppose you have a point. Back then, I was never far from grandfather for long. And it was pretty rare for me to leave the house. Even without my second sight... Hey, wait. It was right around that time that I almost fell into the pond. Whoa, that's weird. How did I almost fall into that pond? I remember there was no one around. So how did I suddenly end up falling? Now I remember. Somebody saved me. How could I possibly have forgotten that?
An evil demon must have snuck in and pushed you, hoping you'd fall in and drown. After all, those things are frightened of you even if you can't see them. That's why they must have tried to get rid of you while you were still a kid.
Don't go near the water. You might fall in.
Mokun, don't tell me.
Or at least that's what Seimei once told me.
Oh, right.
But that was close. If you had fallen in, we'd be having this conversation on the other side. You've always been a real handful, Seimei's grandson.
Don't call me grandson!
So, now that you've given up on reading the star charts, what exactly are you planning to do with that divination board?
I was thinking about using the divination board to help me figure out the cause of the fire.
Wouldn't you think the other Onmyoji would have done that by now? What else can you find out by doing more of the same thing?
Good point.
If you want to try divination, why don't you try it on the strange presence that you sensed on the day it happened?
Huh? Oh, I get it.
You were the only one who sensed that demonic presence, so you should try divining that.
Try to sense the demonic presence instead of the fire. Right.
Good luck.
Huh? Did you say something?
Nothing. You may not know it, but you brought light into my life. It comes. The terror.
Okay, bring it up a little higher.
All right, I think I got it.
Okay, that's good.
All right, where do you want this?
Okay, thanks. Can you give me one of those?
I'll go get some. Yeah, here it is. I got it.
Come on up here. I need you up here.
I think it's burned all the way down to this point.
Looks like a lot of damage.
It's probably because the wind was working against us.
That may be, but we still have no idea what caused the fire.
Yukinari-sama! It's been quite a while.
Masahiro Dono, I'm sorry that I haven't been in contact with you myself. I accepted the role as your guardian, but I have been so busy with the work here, I've neglected you.
Hey, that's right. You promised you would fulfill your duty as Masahiro's guardian after his coming of age. What's with that? It's not like the guy can, see or hear me.
Yeah, that's right. I really appreciate that you're thinking of me. But it really is more important that you finish the repairs here.
That may be true, but we haven't made much progress. At this rate, I'm not sure how long it will take to restore it to its former self.
I see.
This must be a tough job. The work has to be finished on time, and whoever burned down the serial quarters will have to be
I'm sure you do
captured
your
and
very
brought
best,
to trial.
Yukinari-sama.
So, Masahiro Dono, have you made any progress on the cause of the fire?
Well, not much at all. At least nothing definite. But I plan to keep on investigating till I do.
You should only try divination about any one thing once a day, because the initial result will influence all later readings. Isn't that the general rule you were always taught?
Well, yeah, that is the rule, but...
Then maybe you should follow the rule.
Yeah, you're right.
If you're not getting any results after repeatedly trying, then you should stop for now.
It's not that I didn't get any results. I can't understand what I got.
Really?
I seem to be picking up something bad, something in the capital. That's probably what I sense.
Probably? What do you mean by that?
Well, to me it feels like something that's very unhappy, unwanted.
Something unwanted.
There's too much that I can't figure out. I have an idea.
What's that?
I'm thinking I need to go out for a little while.
Huh? Where are you going?
I'm gonna ask someone who'll know more about this than I do.
You mean Seimei?
Are you nuts?
Tenitsu?
What is your command, Seimei-sama?
No. On second thought, Masahiro is in good hands. If anything were to go terribly wrong, he would report back.
person I know who would think of questioning common night demons.
I was thinking that if the fire was the work of a demon, that if I'm looking for answers, the ones I should ask would be demons.
And how do you plan on making them tell you anything?
I'll just ask them, while letting them get a glimpse of my prayer beads and maybe my paper talisman.
That's asking? Right. It sounds more like threatening to me.
Problem is, now that we're out looking for them, I don't see any.
Usually the little devils are swarming all over this place. Could it be that they've hidden themselves from my fearsome presence? What's bothering you?
There's something wrong. The hair stood up on the back of my neck. Over there. What the heck is that? Is that an ox?
Masahiro, look out! What in the world is that? I've never seen that before!
It's like the presence I felt!
Masahiro, let's get out of here! What are you waiting for?
Wait, I'm thinking!
Then think faster! Masahiro! I don't think this is like any other demon we've ever faced before.
It has to be. At least I'm praying that it will be. Hey! By the absolute God, fire Emperor! Engulf the demon! Gurren!
Stand back. Go!
Mokun, do you suppose you could have transformed earlier?
I'm Gurren, as long as I'm in this form.
Gurren's flames are the fires of hell. They should burn anything completely to ash. The fires that burn in deepest darkness. At least, that's the way it should be. That thing should have become a pile of ashes by now.
What are you called?
Surrender the boy to me.
Answer me.
Hand him over. The spiritual power hidden within him is unmatched. I will offer up this prey to my master.
You'll never offer up Masahiro.
You're no Ayakashi. You're just a pathetic god who serves humans.
It's true that I descended here in order to serve a human. But it does not mean I'll be criticized by you. You will regret having insulted the name of Toda!
Did you see that?
Nothing else for me here. I guess I'll offer up this body.
It's gone.
Where'd it go?
It wanted to offer Masahiro. But to what master? Huh? What's wrong, Masahiro?
It's definitely different from the ones we fought before.
The kids in school make fun of you for saying that, Seimei's grandson.
Don't call me that!
What have you to show me? I see a menace from the west has come to call, and disaster will sweep down upon our land. Soon.
What are you doing, Mokun?
Aha! Just as I thought. You were sleeping on the job again, weren't you?
I wasn't sleeping. I'm doing my job preparing the ink.
Well, isn't that interesting? You battle ox demons by night and do menial chores like grinding ink by day.
This kind of humble task is important, you know. At least that's what Father and Grandfather are always telling me.
It's good to see that you listen to your elders' advice. There are those who would say this kind of work is pointless and meaningless and skip it all together. You know, I was thinking about that demon.
I wonder just where that beast came from.
Go!
Even Gurren's flames couldn't destroy it. And it vanished completely.
After what I did, I seriously doubt it survived.
Masahiro Dono, have you finished?
Yeah, I'll be done soon.
The astronomy department's supply seems to be running low, so please deliver them there first.
I understand. All right, I gotta get this finished.
Surrender the boy to me. Hand him over. The spiritual power hidden within him is unmatched. I will offer up this prey to my master.
His master. In other words, there's another Ayakashi pulling the strings.
I finally finished delivering everything.
Well, then that means we can go home soon. What is it?
Don't know. I've become extremely tired all of a sudden.
Well, you have been working an awful lot these days.
I've been overworking myself a bit lately, but I thought it'd be okay. But now I feel completely worn out. Perfect. There's nobody else here.
Hey! I thought we were gonna go home!
Sorry, but I really need some rest right now. Will you be my lookout while I take a quick nap? Thanks.
You're gonna make me stand guard for you while you take a nap? Masahiro! Looks like he's already asleep. The floor of the archives. You'd think Seimei's grandson would sleep in a better place.
Don't call me grandson.